Welcome to the banks of the Red Cedar, where there's a school that's known to all. Its specialty is winning. Boy, do they hope the Spartans play good ball. East Lansing ready for this showdown in homestanding Michigan State. What an exciting matchup we have in store for you this afternoon, built around the pageantry, tradition, and everything that makes college football great. As we'll see a squad from the MAC, the Ohio Bobcats, taking on a team from the Big Ten, the Michigan State Spartans. Glad to have you with us for EA Sports College Football. I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack and Jesse Palmer with me in the booth. Guys, we are ready to tee it up. The Spartans will kick it away to start us off. The kickoff bounces through the end zone. They'll bring it out to the 25. So Ohio's offense will take the first swing of the game. When your quarterback takes the field, you want him to look just like this guy, exuding confidence.
Yeah, the it factor. He's the man. Nobody questions it. Everybody on this team knows they've got his back, and he's the leader.
Everybody in this stadium also knows the offense goes as this guy goes. He has got to play well today.
Banging, slithering, whatever it takes to get that ball up to the 32. This crowd going to try to make life miserable for these guys. Slams ahead for a yard out to the 33. Third down, and they'll need 2 on this initial drive of the game. They'll try to get the first through the air. And this is going to be incomplete on third.
Defense did a great job. Third and short on the opponent's side of the field. They're expecting quick throw. Everybody, they dug their heel on the ground. They're able to break on the ball, force the incompletion.
So the last thing you want to do is start the game, first drive, go 3 and out. They won't do that here. They might go 4 and out, but they'll try to convert here. Forced out of the pocket. He'll pull it down and run. Oh, there's the ball! And they put it on the deck, but it gets out of bounds to avoid the turnover. And let's hold on just a minute here as the officials are going to have a second look. So after reviewing the undisputable video evidence, the replay booth has decided to overturn the call. And the Bobcats will snap it on 1st and 10. That's reeled in. It's Williams. They stop him just short of the first down, but it will be 2nd and inches coming up. And they'll come to the line just needing a few chain links for a first down. Using his legs to buy some time. Brought down at the 39 after a pickup of 10. It'll be a first down.
I love the play call there, too, because 2nd and short, defense is thinking you might run it. So you try to catch him off guard with the pass. Nothing there. Even if you throw an incompletion, you're going to have a chance to run it the very next play, but it doesn't matter. This guy's just so athletic himself. He's able to go get the first. Let's get a fresh set of downs.
Yeah, and he had an opportunity to make such a big play. Listen, he wasn't wide open with nobody around him, but you got to make that play. You got a little bit of space. You got to haul that in, make your quarterback look good, and make a big play for this offense.
8th play on this opening drive coming up, and they need a 3rd down conversion. Dropping back, it's Navarro. Fires to the wideout. Right on the money to the outside. He dragged the toe, and how about the ball placement? Only the receiver could get it. Now the crowd responding in the red zone, trying to help this defense. Quarterback now on the run, still looking. Lets it fly. He makes the catch at the end zone. Touchdown, Ohio!
You love as a head coach to watch your offense take the field and establish a rhythm and consistency the way they did there. Everything they dialed up was working to perfection. They go 10 plays on the opening drive and cap it off with a touchdown.
After taking another look just to confirm everything, the officials on the field got it right. Play will stand. The fake, they flip it to the kicker. And this one's not even going to come close. Man, they threw it in reverse. About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. Caught inside the 20, chance for a good return. Able to find enough room to get it out across the 25. He's brought down at the 26. So the Michigan State Spartans offense will take the field for the first time. As we take a look at our impact players for this game, David, what do you look for to make an impact from your leaders?
Your leaders not only have to lead the football team, but they got to step up and make plays on the field, keep everybody calm. These guys typically do a really good job of it.
Yeah, David, and they also generally set the tone for their respective football teams. Regardless of which side of the ball they play on, the teammates look towards them to step up in big games like this.
Here comes the offense on second down. Leaves it with the running back. Defense closed down quickly after a gain of 3. They'll mark it at the 32. Faced with a 3rd and short from their own 32 to keep this drive alive. To the air, it's Childs. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete. And the Spartans will try to pin them back with the punt. This will be their first punt of the afternoon. On the return, it's Owen. He gets a block. That nifty return sets up the offense and negates some of the yardage on the punt. The Ohio U offense returns to the field. David, they'd love to do what they did last time and put this one in the end zone.
You ain't lying.
Going up top. And it's intercepted. A turnover for the defense. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
Man, that is how you get it done as a defense when you're playing cover 1. Like, you got the middle of the field safety, but everybody else is manning up. Nice job running with this guy, seeing the football, breaking on it, making the interception, making the big play for this defense.
After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. The play action fake. He lofts it high and deep down the left side. And they wanted it all on that incomplete pass. Instead, they're looking at 3rd down. And now let's see if the offense can bail itself out after the 2nd down misfire. On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. Looking to buy time. He's going to take off. Picks up the first down and gets down to avoid contact.
Nice job. Nice way to end that play for the QB. He does a really good job scrambling, getting the first down, and getting down. Because defensively, I'm trying to get a lick. Anytime I can hit the quarterback, that is a win.
Throws to the wideout. He's got it. A quick tackle made, but he's got plenty for the first down. The Spartans are on the move. Off play action on first down. Pressure coming. And this sophomore able to wreak some havoc and get the sack.
They tried to go play action, but that did not affect the defensive tackle. He was bull rushing his guy, collapsing the pocket, and he comes away with the sack.
He'll do it himself. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
How about the defensive end understanding football, understanding that I got to keep outside contained. I'm responsible for the quarterback. Good job playing his responsibility. And how about getting that sucker on the ground? He's a pretty good athlete.
The quarterback bought as much time as he could, but the defense got to him and sacked him.
Pretty nice as a defense, right? When you can go nickel, put 5 DBs on the field and not have to blitz anyone, trusting your front 4 to get the job done on 3rd down, and they do it right there, getting the sack.
Wanted to make sure not to give them a chance for a return as it goes out of bounds. Ohio U ready to go back to work on offense. Well, let's see if this drive goes better than the last one. They were in and out quickly after the quick pick, David.
Yeah, first play, big mistake, man. Now, let's get this offense in a little bit of a rhythm. Maybe before you open it up again, Palmer, or do you trust him right away?
He seems to me like the guy maybe that just needs to kind of get into the flow of the game. So maybe you get the running game going here and just give him some easy looks to let him get lighted.
He's brought down, solid pickup, but a little bit short of the first down. As they snap it just about to reach the end of the quarter. They'll stick to the ground looking for the marker. And after the tackle, we are headed to the end of the first quarter. We've come to the end of the quarter, and Ohio is on top. Guys, let's have a look at the stats as we've played one period. They are lined up and ready to go and get things started here in the second. Well, the offense is taking a chance here, staying on the field inside its own 40. On fourth down, they'll pass for it. Caught behind the line. It's Williams. They stop him short of the marker, and they'll turn it over on down. Well, this is just the type of field position this offense wants. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. Quarterback strolling away from heat. And he can't find a receiver, and down he goes.
Well, I think one of the biggest reasons why this team is finding themselves in a hole here in the first half is this has been a sack party. They can't keep the defense off of their quarterback. They haven't been able to get the ball deep down the field, throwing it with the...
And he feels the heat coming, and it burns him up. Another sack.
Man, there are defensive players out there that can just take games over, and that's what's happening with this guy right now. He is not cooperating with the offensive game plan. A sack on 2 consecutive plays, and now on third down, you know he's pinning his ears back again.
And sure, tackling there to keep him from getting to the first down marker. And the Spartans line up to punt it away. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. And there will be no return on this one, and he can't get it out of bounds. The ball will come out to the 20. Ohio takes over. The Bobcat offense heads to the field. Wants to throw. It's Navarro. Lets it fly. And it's knocked away. An incomplete. The defensive back staying in phase and batting it away. After the quarterback and receiver failed to hook up, they'll try it again on second down. He's looking to throw. Got out of trouble, got rid of it. Makes the grab on the left. Crosses the 30, he's got away. Put it right on him. Sweet play, good pickup, and they'll move the chains with the first down. New set of downs after that completion. He wants to throw. On the move, he fires. He got a hand in there, knocks it away, incomplete.
Well, you know what they say, tips lead to picks. The offense, they're lucky that one wasn't intercepted.
Wants to throw on second down. Unloads to the wideout. It's incomplete, and he's lucky to get that one back. Almost intercepted. Better find the earplugs. Here comes the noise, backing this defense on third down. He's moving out of the pocket. Another incompletion on third down.
And how loud is it in this building? This is crazy. These fans are going absolutely nuts. And I used to love when the fans got involved, and I'm on defense, because it messes with the snap count. It messes with the communication. And it can...
And undaunted, they'll go for it on 4th and 10. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Trying to make magic on the scramble. Still on his feet at the 45. Oh, just left him flailing. Huge plays like that can change the complexion of a game, and he's got it at the 22-yard line.
How great is it on offense when you don't just have receivers and running backs that can make plays, but your quarterback can hurt the defense throwing it and running it as well. The speed, the open field running ability, his ability to make people miss, such a unique weapon in college football, and this team's got a guy.
Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance. Line getting set on second down. To the air, it's Navarro trying to get to it. And the quarterback is toast back at the 35. This will be the 8th play of the drive, but a great opportunity for the defense to get off the field. Open space at the 25. He almost punched it in for 6. They'll get him down at the 1-yard line. The Bobcats will try to put one on the board on 1st and goal. Go straight ahead. Into the end zone he to move the ball in a drive like that, the most overrated stat in football would be field position.
Agreed, and I think confidence is big right now after that last drive. To be able to flip the field like that, not just do it, but go to...
It's a fake. Shuffle it to the tight end. He's going to be stopped short of the goal line. The two-point attempt is no good as they are unable to extend the lead. Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. On the move from inside his own 20. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Michigan State has the ball back, and here comes the offense. Their drive chart is starting to look a little monotonous. Punt, 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 David.
And their defense is starting to get a little frustrated, too. They just keep putting me back on the field, possession after possession. Jesse, this offense needs to get their heads out of their you-know-whats.
The punter's on the sideline with the oxygen mask right now. He's been playing so much. He's not used to this. This offense, they just got to stay on the field. They got to put a drive together and get some balance going, running and throwing the ball.
They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. We've made our way to the 2-minute warning, and now they'll try to at least cut a little something off of this lead before the break. 3rd and 10, still backed up inside their own 20. This drive hasn't really gotten started. And the defense makes a play, sacking him back at the 10.
What a great job by this defense setting the tone early. In the first half, they've been hitting the quarterback early and often. Make him feel uncomfortable. Make him feel that pressure. Keep getting him on the ground. That's why they've built a lead.
He'll bring it back. It's Owen. Slips through the line, and the returner goes down. The Ohio U offense returns to the field. There wasn't much need to throw it around on that last drive for the touchdown, Jesse. They got it done running the ball.
And David, I don't think you have to overthink this thing. If they can't stop you running it, why would you stop handing it off? Just keep at it here on this drive.
But if I'm the defense, I'm making some changes. I'm bringing in more big bodies. I'm playing more aggressive towards the line of scrimmage. I am not going to let them have that kind of drive again.
Flips it out in the flat. He's there to make the stop, and they threw it in reverse, losing yardage on that play. 3rd and long from the 42. If they can get some of it, it might give them a chance to go for it on 4th down. He's looking downfield to throw. And they can't make the connection on 3rd down.
Wow, that quarterback is lucky there. If you're going to take a chance like that on 3rd down in your end of the field, you better be right, because that should have been picked and returned for a touchdown. This offense is lucky now they're getting a chance to punt this ball away.
1 for 2 on 4th down attempts so far, and we will get a 3rd attempt here. They stop him short of the marker, and they'll turn it over on downs.
Tell you what, coaches catch heat a lot nowadays, especially on social media. I expect him to catch a lot of heat. 4th down, long yardage situation on your own.
And the quarterback bought some time, but not enough. Down he goes with the sack. A timeout is called as this offense tries to find a way to get more points on the board before the half. To the air, it's Childs. Got his man downfield. Plenty of room on that play, and they find their way to the 36. Here's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. They've got it at the 36. It's a 1st and 10. He's looking to throw it. Skips away from pressure. He's going to run it. And he has a solid gain on the play before sliding.
You know, QBs want to make those big plays. They want to put up the big stats. But when nothing's there, sometimes you just tuck the ball, get a minimal gain. I like the slide, by the way, too. Get down and don't take a big hit.
The pass ball's incomplete, and there are 8.
Is incomplete.
Obviously, when you're playing in weather like this, the ball is very slippery and it's hard to catch. The QB threw a bullet that time, and his receiver just could not reel it in.
They're trying to get to it. And he is not going to get there as the defense gets him on the ground. The offense quickly calls timeout to stop the clock. They'd love nothing better than to add a 3-ball here before the break. And they'll kick it from the left side, a 44-yard try. Never a doubt. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Gentlemen, what else is new? A spirited environment there in East Lansing. And I get it. A lot of coaches will say the difference between winning and losing comes down to stopping big plays and getting big plays. But if you ask me, it's more about how good you are on third down and how efficient you are in keeping drives alive. Those two stats can help you break the will of even the best defenses and help you come out on top. With that said, let's send it back to the guys at Spartan Stadium.
And the Bobcats will line up to kick off and start the second half. Looking for daylight from inside his 20. And the returner will be knocked down. The Spartans have it back on offense, hoping to play some good ball. Trailing by a couple of scores, they'd like to generate some confidence here early in the third quarter.
Down 2 possessions, the coaching staff met in at halftime, and they've probably scripted this opening drive. Just like they do at the start of the game, they've now got an idea of what plays they feel most confident in, what plays their quarterback is seeing the best to go out here and execute a scoring run.
Well, and it's nice to get the ball first. Like, I got the first opportunity to close the gap a little bit, apply some game pressure to these guys. So I think getting the ball first, driving down, scoring right here would be huge.
That's a really good-looking throw, and I love the decision right there. When I think back to my favorite Michigan State quarterback ever, it's Kirk Cousins. Wasn't the biggest, wasn't the strongest, fastest, didn't have the best arm, but he made good decisions. He read the defense and threw the ball accurately on time. This guy has the ability to do that, too. If he keeps this up, this offense is going to be tough to stop.
And a nice run there before the defense finally makes the stop. The Spartans want to pick up the tempo. They'll try to drive ahead on 3rd and short. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. They bring the punter onto the field now. They've been busy out there to punt for the 5th time today. Another punt on the way. Got to make sure those hammies and glutes all activated. Don't want any muscle pulls from overuse. Ohio U ready to go back to work on offense. There have been a couple of missed opportunities for these offenses in the last couple of drives, Jesse.
And I think for this offense here, it'd be nice to hit an explosive play, be aggressive, and really...
Off he goes! And it is a good idea to gang tackle. First guy couldn't get him, second guy finally did. They came out hot on this drive. One play and already near midfield. He's gonna pass. Fires to the wideout. Incomplete, and very lucky that one wasn't picked off. And man, could they have used that? It'll be second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Still looking, on the move. Laundry down on the field as the pass is incomplete, but let's see what the penalty is. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. And now on 2nd down for this offense. Scanning the field, it's Navarro. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down. I'm not positive, but that 1st down marker might be in the next county. On 3rd and long, you'll need to push it downfield. They've got it inside the 40 at the 39 as they pick up the 1st down.
Well, he does a really nice job buying time, and I love the awareness there, understanding no one's open downfield, knowing where the sticks are, and he's able to use his athleticism to get that 1st down.
And they can't connect, but the flag flies, and I think this is going to be pass interference.
And the defender just way too handsy on that last play. You could see all the contact as the ball was in the air. You simply can't do it, and the referee's call it.
The offense will gladly take a fresh set of downs after the penalty. A strike downfield. Let me tell you, this senior quarterback can flat fit it in a tight window.
I'll tell you what, that's great execution between the QB and receiver. They look like they could execute that throw in their sleep. Quarterback took his steps, threw it on time. Great route by the receiver. Nice job securing the catch.
They get him on the ground. A 6-yard run in the red zone down to the 11.
Football is about adjustments. First half, line up, pound strong, pound strong. Second half, great job. You're going to move your defense and shift to try to account for that? Boom, we'll pull some guys and run a counter backside and have some success.
They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
How about the defender being a heat-seeking missile? He was on radar lock. He found the football and flew down with some bad intentions.
On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. Got away from trouble and got rid of it. Makes the grab along the sidelines, but it'll be a little short of the first down. This offense trying to quieten the crowd on 1st and goal, and they are not cooperating. Lets it go to the end zone. And he was trying to pay off this red zone opportunity, but it's incomplete. Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. They'll keep it on the ground, right up the gut, looking for 6. And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Bobcats.
Number 2 with the carry.
The jumbo formation is in. Looks as if they'll try to power in the 2. Trying to slam in. This time, he'll be stopped short of the goal line. So after scoring the touchdown, he tried to tack on the 2-point conversion, but was denied. Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. Takes it inside his own 20. Chance for great field position here. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. Michigan State has the ball back, and here comes the offense. They hope to be able to cash in on this drive, David, after having to punt it last time.
Yeah, and I think this offense needs to start it with the first play. You need to be successful and productive on that first play, and it gets you in less predictable situations.
No doubt, too. Don't you just feel like there's a little bit more sense of urgency on this drive? It just feels like they've got to be able to put some points up on the board here.
2nd down coming up. They'll run play action. Coming after him. And the defense is all over the quarterback, and down he goes.
And this offensive line's got to do a better job. Man, you got to protect your quarterback. Listen, this offense is not playing great. They got to somehow find a way to start to get something together here in this second half.
And this offense just can't afford not to get the first down here. Already trailing big, and the clock is not their friend. Got a man, it's Marsh. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. And the Spartans will call on their punt team. And these guys have been busy. 6th punt of the day. A fairly short distance here toward the sidelines, not his best work. Ohio takes over. The Bobcat offense heads to the field. Boy, David, they would love to stack another touchdown on top of that last drive.
And this offense did such a good job on the last drive. Everything in rhythm, moved the ball down the field, didn't make those mistakes, Jesse, and they need to do it again on this one.
Yeah, you're right. They had the defense on their heels. You wonder what sort of communication was going on that sideline. What sort of changes were they able to make, because they got to stop the bleeding right now.
Creating some space, getting just enough good blocking, and they've got it up to the 47-yard line. After the 9-yard pickup on 1st down, here's 2nd and 1. Trying play action. Trying to escape and get it himself. Tackle is made at the 48. It's a pickup of 5 and enough for the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. We've come to the end of the quarter, and Ohio is on top. And they've built a comfortable lead after 3 quarters of play. Let's take a look at how we've gotten here. As we start the 4th quarter, it'll take a pretty sizable comeback to win this one. They'll start the drive here with first down to open this period. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. Nice move to stay on his feet. They'll finally get him on the ground, but not before he makes it to the 30 and gets a first down.
Well, the defense didn't blitz. They didn't have everybody in gaps, and the offensive line took advantage at the point of attack, getting some push, opening up a hole, and the offense ripping off a nice run there.
And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Now on 2nd down. Dropping back, it's Navarro. Extending the play. He'll try to do it himself. And it's on the ground. Defense just cradling that fumble and securing it. And he's brought down, and this defense gets the ball back for its own.
And this is one of those where you go, oof. You start to breathe a little deeper on the sidelines. You felt really, really comfortable having the big lead to +2 possessions in the 4th quarter. But now you gave the ball back. You put yourself in a position where you're going to have to earn it a little bit more now.
The Spartans have it back on offense, hoping to play some good ball. The last time we saw this offense, we had to look quick. It was a 3-and-out, Jesse.
They just had no rhythm in that last drive. So someone's going to have to step up and make a play, David, and get this thing going.
Yeah, let's find some juice. Find your guy. Find those plays that you know you can run inside out, forward, backwards. Get some first downs. Get some positive momentum.
On 2nd down, he'll let it fly. Quarterback now breaking the field. Able to get just a few before sliding to avoid the hits. The Spartans in the hurry up. Wants to throw on 3rd down. He hurls one deep down the left side. It's incomplete, but I don't think it's going to matter. There's a flag at the line of scrimmage, and it looks as if the defense was offside.
And this is what's going to drive coaches crazy. It's mental errors, right? It doesn't take any talent or lack of talent to have that penalty. You just got to watch the ball, and when it's snapped, get after the quarterback.
Wants to throw on 1st down. Unloads to the wideout. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces 2nd down.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
This has got to be frustrating if you're the offensive coordinator because you've had receivers open down the field, just haven't had time to get them the football. This defense doing an outstanding job with their pass rush.
Quarterback tried to scramble around for a while, but the defense able to bring him down. Down by multiple possessions. You can't come up empty on this drive. They'll go for it on 4th down. Throws for the tight end. Pass is incomplete, but I think the defense was offsides, and this will probably be a 1st down.
Offense will take that. Free 5 yards every time. Bad discipline by the defense.
Down by multiple possessions. They can't come up empty on this drive in the 4th quarter. They'll go for it on 4th down. He tosses one high and deep down the left side. And is going to be batted down. They'll turn it over on downs. The Ohio U offense returns to the field. Looking for a productive play on 1st down. Wide receiver now comes in motion. The handoff, keep working on that clock. Finds a crease at the 20. Touchdown, Bobcats! And the stomping has commenced. An impressive run from the back. Gets him 6 points, good drink of water, and maybe a little oxygen.
He definitely needs some oxygen after that long run, but it looks simple, right? Just handing the ball off, but when you can make big plays like this in the run game, man, does it make offense fun.
He'll try to tack on one more. They weren't able to get that one off. It'll be a delay of game. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. And perhaps a slightly more difficult attempt from the 8. The flag and another delay of game penalty. They do know there's a play clock up, right? The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And he did get that extra point through with no problem despite the snowy surface. They couldn't draw up a drive better than that one. Just gashed him for the big play in the running game. One snap, one touchdown. The kickoff team out there set to boot it away.
Set to kick this one away.
Hauls it in inside his 20, and here he comes. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. Michigan State has the ball back, and here comes the offense. They were really aggressive going for it in their own end last time and put them in a tough spot, David.
Yeah, aggressive, reckless. They got to find the balance with this offense to really be productive. And last possession, they went for it. They rolled the dice ball, and it didn't work out for them.
Yeah, if you're better on third down moving forward, though, you can keep yourself out of those situations.
After a big gainer on that first play, now they can really go for it on 1st and 10. Looking to move it through the air. Makes the catch. It's Belling. Boy, did he look as if he was going to go. Gets it down to the 37. And the Spartans headed quickly to the line. This tight end just creates matchup problems no matter how you try to defend him.
How about the catch radius on him, too? So as a quarterback, you don't have to be perfect when throwing it to him. You just got to get it somewhere in his vicinity, and he can come up with the catch.
Looking to throw, it's Childs. Back open in the middle. And they pick up just a few on that completion. We've reached the 2-minute warning, and we see miracles in college football all of the time, and they could use one here. They're bringing heat. Pressure is effective from the defense. They knock him down just behind the midfield stripe at the 48.
Now, a 4th down.
On 4th down, they're taking to the air. Throws to the wideout. It's caught. Will not get there. A 4th down stop. Ohio U ready to go back to work on offense. They're in command of this game. Now let's see if they try to rub a little salt in the wound or happy with getting the W.
Yeah, and listen, this makes the post-game handshake fun sometimes. If you do choose to rub a little salt in it and keep chucking and keep scoring, I'm here for it, Jesse. Like, your job is to score points. It's my job to stop it. Keep the foot to the accelerator. Keep trying to play ball.
I agree 1,000%. That's like Steve Spurrier back in the day when I was playing for the Gators. You go and play for him because you want the opportunity to throw the ball. So when you get in the game late, you're not handing it off. We were beating Central Michigan by 80-something points. He was still letting us throw the football. It's the defense's job to stop you.
They'll run the ball. The clock is on their side. And he'll step out of bounds after a very productive play.
And there's nothing more frustrating than when you get late in the game and you know they're running the football and you don't stop them. It's been that kind of day for this defense. They haven't played well. They're going to have to go to the well. They're going to have to figure some things out. Practice this week, I can promise you, will not be a lot of fun with these coaches.
Got 6 on 1st down. Now a lot of options on 2nd and 4. To the ground with the back. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3.
And that was a big-time stop defensively. Being physical, creating a negative play on that last run. Now you're setting up 3rd down. This is the critical time. You've got to find a way to get off the field. You're trailing late in the game. Give it back to your offense to go see if they can score.
That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up 4th down. No hesitation at all. The offense stays on the field. They'll go for it. On 4th down, he'll try to toss it. On the run, still looking. Incomplete, and the defense holds.
It is what it is. There's no pressure. This game's over. You're up by a ton of points. They're not going to come back here in the 4th quarter, so you're just trying to put up more stats. And listen, stats count. Like, we all count our stats. At the end of the season, we look up and get 1,000 yards receiving. Like, all these plays still matter.
You just get the feeling this defense is going to make it hard on them, right? They've got the lead, it's late, and they're going to try to tackle everybody inbounds. Offense is going to have to really work for this and be smart. You got to attack the sidelines. You got to throw 1st downs. You got to keep this thing moving vertically down the field.
After the 2nd down misfire, looking at a 3rd and 8. Back to throw, it's Childs. Lofts one deep down the right side. And that'll be incomplete. They certainly weren't afraid to take a shot there, and now it's 4th down. No signs of any kind of kicker as they'll leave the offense out there to try to move those chains. On 4th down, they'll throw for it. And they get to him and sack the quarterback, and they'll stop the drive on downs. A 1st down for the offense. They'll give it to the back. He's knocked down in the backfield, a swarming defense, and he'll lose 7. And here comes the offense on 2nd down. A little misdirection and the handoff on the counter. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. When you know you have a team outclassed, the ability to play to that standard and finish with a blowout like this is really impressive.
And it's almost like playing against yourself, right? You know you're better. You know you're going to win the football game, but how do I continue to still execute? This was so easy, great execution, just beat down in every facet.
I think as a player, you just love being in such great rhythm, and we saw that right from the get-go in this game. Offense just able to matriculate the ball down the field. Defense was not giving anything up. What a great game plan coming in, and this was just total domination.
So that's going to do it for us. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, I'm Reese Davis saying so long. This has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.